Hello and welcome back to The Oily Life. My name is Tanya and I'm the creator here at The Oily Life. And today we're going to be making a cold process soap. So I have my essential oil mixture here. And this is a blend of Cedarwood Atlas, Juniper, and Lavender, along with some kaolin clay. The kaolin clay just kind of helps anchor the essential oils into your soap batter. And this combination is really great for this time of year. I love the juniper and the cedarwood for during the winter months. You know, it has all those kind of Christmassy vibes going. And the lavender just takes the earthiness down a notch. I personally like the earthiness of all the tree oils, but I know it can be a little overpowering for some people. So that's why I like to add in the lavender. Plus, lavender is so relaxing. And then I went ahead and I poured in my lye solution, and we're just going to give that a quick blend. Now, my soap recipe is a palm-free recipe. I always have the recipe linked down in the description box. You can use it and try it out for yourself at no charge. Something I like to share and just kind of give back to all my soapy friends out there. And now that I have everything blended up, I'm going to go ahead and pour some of the batter off in the second container here for my accent color. This is going to be a 2-color soap, and I am using natural colorants today. So for the main base color here, it's a French green clay. I really like the light green that this clay turns that once it goes through saponification. It's really pretty. It's not too overpowering, very natural. Plus, clay has such great benefits for your skin. And you will want to disperse your clay into water before you add it into your soap batter. I do 1 teaspoon of clay per tablespoon of water, and then that just allows it to get rid of any of the clumps and just get it to where it'll blend into your soap batter. And then I like to whisk it in just to keep things fluid. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to our accent color. And for our accent color, we're doing a blue indigo powder. So I disperse it the same way. I do 1 teaspoon per tablespoon of water, and I'm just going to get that whisked in as well. And it's a really pretty deep blue, almost like a navy, and I found that it holds really well in soap. So I really like using it as a natural colorant option, because some of the natural colorants kind of fade over time, but I found with the blue indigo powder, it does stay pretty true. Now we're just going to give our main base here a quick whisk again just to get it loosened back up. And then we're going to be doing an in the pot swirl today. So I like to do kind of at your clock points, so 12, 3, 6, and 9 when I pour it in. And apparently I left there for a second. I don't know what I was doing, but I'm back now, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and get it poured in. And everything in this recipe stayed really fluid, so that was great. Once I do get all of the accent color poured in there, then I like to just take a spatula and do a kind of a quick run through and like one little swirl around my container just to make sure that everything is actually swirled together. And now it is time to get it into the mold. This particular soap mold is from Nurture Soap. It's a tall and skinny mold. I do wish, and I think I've said this before, that it was just a smidgy wider, just to make the pouring in easier. This is really tight when you are pouring your soap batter in, so it's pretty easy to kind of make a mess. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe I am just messy. That's always a possibility as well. But I do wish it was just a smidgy wider. have our soap in the mold and we've got it smacked down, I'm just going to do a simple spoon top here, and then I'm going to add in some juniper berries to the top. This just screamed winter to me, just the different tree oils and then adding in that natural element of the juniper berries. It just really just said winter and Christmas time and the holidays to me. So I'm really excited for this soap. I think it turned out great. The juniper berries stayed on pretty well. Now, of course, these will come off within like the first 1 or 2 washes. They're not really something that's gonna be there for the life of the soap bar, but they just add that little extra touch to the top of it. And then once I get them all on here, I just like to take my spoon and get any that may have drifted to the other side back in place, and also just use it to kind of push the juniper berries down into the soap a little better. That'll hold them in place and you won't get as many of them falling off when you're cutting the soap, which is really nice and kind of helps cut down on the dragging and things like that. And then we're just gonna give the top a spritz with some alcohol, and then I'll bring you in for a close-up. All right, it has been 24 hours and we are back to cut the Juniper Berry Soap. Now, what was really interesting with this soap is initially you'll see right here the blue indigo powder seemed to kind of end up being the primary color in a lot of the bars. The French green clay is still there, it's still a nice accent, but the indigo powder was definitely kind of the show stealer in this soap. Now, I will say as the soap has set, the green has come out a little bit more, I think. So it's a really nice blend of the green and the blue. The scent stayed really nice and strong, which is really nice as well. This is just one of those scents that says the holidays to me. Another one of my favorite holiday scents is peppermint, and you're going to be seeing a peppermint melt and pour Christmas soap project in one of my upcoming videos. And besides that, those are really kind of my favorite holiday scents, along with I like anything kind of warm and spicy like vanilla or clove, cardamom, anything like that. What are some of your favorite holiday scents? Is there just a scent that around Christmas just screams Christmas to you? So leave a comment down below on what your favorite Christmas holiday scents are. I always think it's so interesting how everyone has their own little take on the holidays, so it's always really interesting for me to hear what other people like. And I am just loving how all of these swirls came out. This is one of my favorite soaps that I've done in a while. The top is super cute. It's a really simple soap. There's nothing extravagant again about it, but that's one of the things I love about it. You can still have really pretty soaps using natural colorants and natural materials. It doesn't always have to be all about the mica. Now, I do love me some mica, and I think mica is great to use in soaps, but there's something to be said for an all-natural soap too. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, definitely leave it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and stick around for more videos. I love having you as part of my community here on YouTube. And take care, and I'll catch you in my next video.